So what is wrong with people? When you look around your environment, I always try to simplify things, and what I see is that people are just very dumb. Dumb, da dumb, dumb, dumb. Basically, they cannot. Um, we have an expression in Romania. They cannot feed themselves from their hand to their face. They get lost, or they. Another expression is they kick their left foot with their right foot, or just it's bad. It's really bad, and I think this artificial society has created a monster, and that monster is a very diseased mind, a mind that is very imbalanced, and it's bad. We limit the mind more and more every day as we go through this life journey with all kinds of things. Our food is sick, our drugs are sick, our medicine is sick, our genetics is sick, are sick, just our interactions are sick. Just too much going on, which causes stress, which once again just does not, does not help the situation. People literally are struggling to live within their own minds, and I've seen them. I've seen them. They're struggling, and that's the reason why a lot of them medicate with drugs. They're trying to escape their own mind. Everybody's just so concerned about going to hell. I'm like, first of all, hell is the opposite, because hell means light. But hell technically is a state of mind. It's a state of a diseased mind. Even Jesus spoke on this. He said we were not given a spirit of fear, but a spirit of love and sound mind. Power, but anyways. And even Jesus, not that I'm giving too much credibility to the Bible, and there probably is no guy named Jesus, but this knowledge is out there, and this Essene knowledge basically states that humans have dumbed themselves down with everything they do. Artificial living, man-made concepts. They just no longer live within that balance and harmony with source, with the law of the universe, the law of nature, because nature is technically God. So people have stepped away from that. And it's sad to watch, because they do and say things, and somebody with a sound mind would think, well, you're just a special kind of jerk, but they're not. They're just really dumb. You can take it as an offense, because that level of dumbness is pretty offensive, but I'm watching them every day, and they're just getting worse and worse. Even people that I know that are intelligent, there are they have degrees, not just bachelor's but master's and above. They can hardly discuss a book or a concept. Everything they discuss are things that are in the so-called news, which is fake. Basically, it's a soap opera. How can you even give credibility to that? At some point in time, did you not stop and go, hold on, there's something wrong with this? There's so many inconsistencies. They're not seeing the inconsistencies, because that's another part of this maladaptive behavior. When somebody is brain damaged, they almost have to go into their other senses in order to survive. And that's the reason why so many people are what we call emotional thinkers. They're no longer logical thinkers. When so-called Trump, now I don't give credibility, but let's just give that as an example. When so-called some cartoon character on TV named Trump comes up with, this is good for you, this is not good for you, this is what we're doing, this is not what we're doing. It's like you never stop and go, hold on, I'm no longer going to listen to this schmuck. What is this all about? But they don't, because they are now emotional thinkers. Like my girlfriend said, and she has a master's in psychology, she says, they are not proactive, they are reactive people. And intelligent people are proactive. They're like chess players. Just like I tell my kids, think before you do something, 3 steps ahead. If I do this, then this is what could happen. Then this is what could happen. This is what could happen. But these people don't think that. They do things and then they react and go, oh my gosh, I just flooded my bathroom. It's like, yeah, because you just shoved a bunch of stuff in your toilet. And even and it's sad when you're running a business. I have a really good girlfriend and business connection, and she owns this it's kind of like a wedding business, and she says people shove things in the toilet or get drunk and break things, and she goes, I don't know how to handle that because it's not really the venue's fault that these people did this. So it's starting to affect your guys' businesses. It's starting to affect your personal lives. Have you ever been married to a really dumb person? I have multiple times. And it's amazing. At first I thought, well, how we're so-called raised to think that to err is human. No, to err is not human. To err is just fucking dumb. Um, you know, and that's the reason why that this is affecting society on all levels, not just within your family. Like I had an ex who would, get high and then take my car and run it into things or drive it. Even though I said, hey, I found out that my car is gonna be impounded or whatever the term is. Um, and that's another thing, you have to learn the law when you're dealing with these dumb people because it's affecting you now indirectly. Or I had another one that would just stop in the middle of the intersection. It's like, hold on. There are street signs for a reason, and they're just dumb, and their brain is more and more damaged by substances that they consume. And these substances can be alcohol or drugs or medicines or vaccines or the wrong kind of frequencies on TV, but it can also be what was I going to say, um, it can also be the diseased food that they eat. I have patients that are starting Alzheimer's or degenerative diseases in their brain, and they're chock full of medical chemicals. I'm going to call them medical grade poisons. And Not only that, but they eat cookies and drink pop or coffee all the time, every day. There's no way. You cannot live in a balance with your own nature. I mean, just think about it. You are nature. You're not a chemical. And now you're chock full of chemicals. You don't think that causes a problem? If you don't, then you're even more far gone than I thought. It's sad to see what's happening in the environment. And it's really affecting all of us. It's affecting you when your spouse makes bad decisions. It's affecting your business when your business associates make bad decisions. Or let's just say you come up to an agreement as to what the course of action is, and then they forget that you had that discussion, and now they feel like they have the right to pursue some sort of legal course because they don't remember. They're just really far gone. So it's sad, but when you look around you, just be careful. There are a lot of people whose minds are severely compromised. We're literally not just scraping at the bottom of the gene pool here, to find some healthy people to you know regenerate the species from, but it's bad. I mean, I'm trying to even just wrap my mind, because sometimes I get into a zone. I'm trying to kind of feel the resonance when I talk on a subject. But I deal with so many brain damaged people on a daily basis, and notice, even when you talk to them, how far gone they are. They can't even formulate a sentence, and it's sad. It's sad. And they're talking now. They're saying this can cause Alzheimer's or whatever, what's that other one called? Dementia. But nobody really hits the nail on the head in terms of, humanity has accepted an artificial agenda that is not human, and they don't even know it. They bought into it without even thinking. And I believe if you study, not that I give history a lot of credibility, but if you study history, you're going to notice that some of the greatest negative changes in humanity have happened when humans got away from nature and augmented their existence with artificial living. Um, and I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Luckily, there's still a few sane people around that can step away from whatever's going on. The Essenes and Jesus were part of this group that basically just stepped away from artificial living and said, we want to have nothing to do with your alterations. And, maybe they will continue maintaining the genetic code to a certain level of health, because whatever else is going on is dismal. So yeah, that's not a very positive report, but that's what's going on with humanity from what I see, from where I stand. So anyways, enjoy your day and stick to your own kind. If you feel somebody's just not right in the head, wish them love and help them as much as you can, but you got to remember they're destructive. And when a destructive person is drowning, they will pull you down with them. So sometimes you just have to let them do their thing and destruct if that's their, course at this point in time. Save yourself. Yes. Anyways, I don't have much positive to say about humanity at this point in time, from what I see. But the good news is that you guys are here, and hopefully you were able to refresh the genetic pool. All right. Well, stay in peace. Gosh.